I think there's nail polish on my wall.
Hi, I'm Super Shrimp, and I've had this idea for a while where I order YouTuber merch and then make a costume out of it. In this package, I have the very first piece of merch that I ordered. Ooh. So, here it is. As you can see, it says Villains, which is Emma Blackery's new album. So without further ado, let's start working on this costume. I'm really excited. To come up with a good plan, I started to think about who would actually wear a shirt that says Villains. And the idea I came up with was to make an anti-hero, because it could be a way to own the label they were given by society. The style of anti-hero I wanted to go with was this cute but deadly kind of badass girl, somewhere in between Hit Girl and Harley Quinn. Other inspirations included Baby Doll from Sucker Punch and several different K-pop girl groups, including Blackpink. More specific, I was very much inspired by this skirt, so that became the first thing that I would attempt to make. If you really want to learn how to make a pleated skirt, there are many tutorials out there that will explain much better than I will be able to do. So, ta-da! Pleated fabric. And here it is wrapped around my waist and finally finished off with a waistband and some buttons. Because my skirt had a slit in it, I needed some pants to go underneath it. So I quickly sewed together these pants out of some stretch pleather. This is some very sloppy sewing, but they were going to be hidden by the skirt for the most part, so it didn't really matter that much. After I was happy with the fit, I hemmed the bottom and added this little strap detail, which I ended up studying because I thought that looked pretty cool and badass. To go with my high-waisted skirt, I wanted to make a crop top out of my Villains shirt. I tried it on with the skirt and marked where I wanted to cut it off, and then just attacked it with a pair of scissors. At this point I was very happy that I went for a bit of a punk look with the studs, because that meant I had an excuse to be a little bit more sloppy. Hi, it's editing me from the future. I quickly want to point out that I did end up safety pinning my shirt in the back, because I changed my mind and thought it was a little bit too baggy this way. So at this point I had a crop top and a skirt. And although I was happy with both of the pieces, the whole thing together still felt kind of basic. Luckily, I stumbled upon an artwork that ended up really inspiring my character. If this is from anything weird, I didn't know. I just thought she looked really badass. The first idea I ended up stealing from this picture was the baseball bat. So I bought a very cheap baseball bat. Because I thought just a bat would be boring, I made these spikes out of foam clay. I primed all of my spikes individually, which took a little bit of time. Then I painted both my bat and my spikes black. Next, I glued the spikes to the bat using contact cement and painted all of it in this dark gunmetal-y color. I like my bat so far, but thought it needed a little bit more oomph. So inspired by Danganronpa, which if you've played it or seen images from it, all of the blood is like this vibrant bright pink. I filled up this empty perfume sample bottle with bright pink nail polish and sprayed it all over the spiky part of my bat. Just to add a little bit more flair to it, I wrapped this piece of white pleather around the handle and added a little bit more dimension with black acrylic paint. The second idea I stole from this picture was the jacket. It reminded me of the type of jacket boxers or fighters wear when they enter the ring. So actually based on a bathrobe, I made this jacket. First I made the hoodie part, then I attached the body at the shoulders, and finally I attached some sleeves and sewed the whole thing together. And I also added this black strip all the way around the front to make it look a little bit cleaner. To add a little bit more interest to the back, I cut a V shape out of paper to use it as a mold, and then I splashed black paint all over the V area. I thought this would really tie in with the way I did the bat. Finally, I removed the mold and I thought it still looked a little bit too tidy, so I splashed some more drops around it just to make it a little bit more broken up and grungy. Finally, it was time to make some accessories, so I made a couple of bracelets and a choker, and the weird glovey thing. I also went back and forth on whether I wanted to wear one of these face masks. Fun fact, I actually bought these face masks when I was kind of drunk. I used to have this habit of ordering stuff on eBay when I came back from a party, because drunk me always thought it was hilarious to surprise sober me with some random packages. But yeah, that's why I have 5 of them. At that point, I stopped creating more little things to go with costume and decided to finally get some good reveal shots.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel